Hey Stacy, how are you today?
I'm good, and you?
I'm good. So how's this week been for you?
It's been alright. It was just a little tough, but for the most part, it was okay. I just realized a couple things
Okay.
over the past week.
So what things have you realized?
Well, I just started a new job, and it's been pretty interesting. I like it, but um, I guess I'm realizing that I don't think it's the perfect fit for me. Seeing how it's my first job right after college, I kind of wanted to have that, the perfect job and make lots of money and get good experience, but I don't think I made the best choice, if I'm honest.
And when did you finish college?
When?
Yeah.
A couple months ago, this past May.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So you're saying that this new job is not a right fit for you? What new job do you have?
Well, I work at a residential home, and so I'm a residential counselor. And I majored in health psychology, so I assumed that, since I'm working with people with disabilities and like disorders and psychological problems, I assumed that it would be a good fit for me, but I'm not really sure about it anymore.
So what are the type of things that you do as a residential counselor?
Well, so we pretty much have to help all the clients with like their daily needs. So in terms of the house, we have to like do some cleaning, help them cook. Well, pretty much cook for them. Do their laundry, take them showers. We have to take them out into the community so that they can get involved. So we have to plan outings for them. Try to get them to do fun activities. We have to give them medication, pretty much attend to their needs, like if they're having a bad day or if they're having some type of problem, just kind of, attend to whatever need that they have, help with their treatment plan, but you don't really do much. You are pretty much just have to follow the treatment plan that they give you, just make sure that they're on track, and that's like the overall like gist of it.
So it seems like you do a lot of stuff for these clients.
Yeah.
When did you start this job?
Well, I guess earlier this month. I haven't fully started yet. I'm still in training, so I'm still like getting the use of it. Um, I'm gonna finish training at the end of this month, and then I will like officially start next month.
So this is a pretty new job for you.
Yep, pretty fresh.
So right now you're in the training stage and you're feeling like this is not a good job.
It's not that it's not a good job. It's just that I don't think it's giving me the experience that I want, that I like expected to have right after college. Like, because my plan was to go to grad school in a year, and in between that time, I was gonna get experience, try to figure out what kind of job that I want in the future. But I feel like yes, this is a good job, but like long term, I don't think it's a long term job. If that makes any sense to you.
That makes sense.
Okay.
So you want a job that you can get like good experience out of during the time that you're not going to school. So what is the what did you expect a job to be like after college? Like what would the experience are you looking for?
That's a good question. Well, I guess my hope, I really wanted a job in a hospital setting so I can see what it's like to work in a hospital and be around like professionals. I guess I just wanted to be a bit more hands on and like actually helping clients get better and like helping treating them. But you can't really do that fresh out of college, so I guess my expectations were a bit too high for me. Yeah.
So I do think that this residential job is a little bit hands on, but maybe not the hands on that you're looking for.
Yeah.
You said that you're like taking care of them, like doing like laundry and just doing like day-to-day stuff, but that's not the type of work that you want to do?
No, not really. And I wanted to work with kids, but this particular job is with adults. I mean, I don't mind working with adults, but my preference would be kids. But it's still good to get, experience with both adults and kids. I just don't want to feel like I'm just helping them go about with their daily activities. I want to like help treat them. Yeah.
So far in the training, how are you feeling about the work that you're doing? Do you feel like you're helping the clients in a way, or?
I mean, helping in the sense of, helping them with things that they can't do on their own, yeah, because some of them can't take a shower on their own, so I'll help them with that. Or just like do their laundry on their own, or, do certain things that people like us could do on our own that they can't. So in terms of like daily living skills, definitely, but in terms of help treating the disorders or like any disabilities that they have, not necessarily. But then again, I'm not fully trained yet, so I can't really. Maybe I'm speaking too soon, but I don't know.
And I think it's good that you have an idea like what you want out of a job. Sometimes it's not easy to find the perfect job right out of college because it could be competitive between other college graduates. Have you tried looking for other jobs that you might be interested in?
Yes, but I'm just not really sure what job I should look for. I don't know what the perfect job to get the right experience is, so I'm having a lot of trouble, but I'm looking.
Well, that's understandable. It's still kind of figuring out what you want to do.
Yeah.
So you said you want to do treatment planning. There are jobs out there for treatment planning, but sometimes you might have to have a higher education or more experience in the field. And right now, you're trying to look for that. Trying to look for a job where you can get experience to get that perfect job. And you're saying that you want to have experience before you go to grad school. So it must be frustrating. You said that you want a job to get experience, but the job that you have now is not giving you the experience that you want. So to apply to grad school.
It is like, it's almost like the jobs that you want to get and like you hope to get, you need to have a bunch of experience to get it, but then it's hard to get experience with like jobs that I have because you're not doing the same type of things. I feel like it's all about the degree and like, I don't know, you just need to have that like, be in school, be more educated, but I don't want to go back to school without knowing the exact program that I want to do or what career I want. So it's like a cycle almost. Like, how can I get to school without experience? How can I get experience without, having a higher degree instead of just a bachelor's degree? And like, I don't know. Does that make sense?
It does make sense. I do think it's a good thing that you got your bachelor's degree in health psychology because there's a lot of careers in psychology.
Yeah.
And applying that health field to it, there's more opportunities for you to get a good job.
Yeah.
So the job that you have now, it's not giving you the experience that you want.
I don't know. It's just, it's not like, I don't want to minimize or, the job that I have. It's a good job. Like, there's nothing wrong with being a residential counselor. It's just for the careers that I want to, that I'm thinking about doing, I don't think it's enough. and like I feel like it's almost as if I'm wasting my time. I don't want to say wasting my time, but it's almost as if I'm wasting my time staying at that job because I could be doing another job that pays much more, getting more experience, and like that'll make my parents much more happy anyways, so you know.
So you just started the job, so and you're in the training phase right now, so it'll be like an easier transition for you to find another job. Um, there are lots of jobs at the bachelor level that you can get experience in, like a therapeutic mentor. Um, I think peer specialist jobs. They have some several like those. There are residential jobs, not the one that you have. Maybe like a day treatment job, or a staff relief job, a crisis team, mobile respite job. So there are a lot of jobs in the mental health field. You just have to spend time searching for the right job and that has your level of experience that you're looking for.
Okay. And I think it's just hard to pick which one, and like, and it's not only just experience, it's the money too, because the job I have right now, it doesn't really pay that well, and my parents expected me to get like a really well-paying job since I just got out of college and have a degree now, so of course I should be getting paid like a decent amount of money, and like I don't know, even just having this job, I feel like I'm letting them down and disappointing them and not where I should be.
How much are you getting paid for this job?
I'm only getting paid $11.50.
So $11.50 is, I would say it's pretty low for a fresh college graduate.
Yeah.
I understand their concern of you getting a job that only pays $11.50. All those 4 years of education that you put in college,
Yeah.
you should be getting that back and having like a decent paying job.
No, it's like I thought like even though I'm getting paid so low, maybe I can make up for it with the experience. I thought like I'm getting this really good experience. Be like, okay, I'm getting paid low, but it's okay. I'm getting good experience. But now I'm just like, the experience I'm getting is not worth the money that I'm being paid, and like it just adds on more stress. Cause it's just like, okay, now I have to go through the process of getting a whole new job, a whole different type of job, a whole, I don't know, I just have to get a job that pays more money, and I just have to listen to my parents talk about like, oh, when are you gonna get a new job? You can't stay at this $11.50, you just graduated college, you gotta do better and all this stuff. So, yeah, it's just kind of tough.
I understand it might be a little frustrating that you just graduated college and you're not getting the money back from college, from all the money that you've been paying during the undergrad.
Yeah. It was a lot, and I have to pay back loans in a few months, and I don't know how I'm going to do that.
Yeah, loans are expensive, especially after 6 months. You have a grace period, and then you have to start paying that back.
Yeah.
So you do need a good paying job to pay those loans back, or it's gonna start racking up interest.
I know, it's terrifying.
You said that you're kind of disappointing your parents.
Yeah, because like, they help put you through college, and they expect you to like get this really well-paying job, super smart, and be able to tell all their friends and whatnot, oh, my daughter is this, whatever, X, Y, and Z, and now I can't really say that because I'm a residential counselor making almost like minimum wage now, like, and fresh out of college with a degree, like, that doesn't make any sense, and so I feel like I should be doing better for them, and like, not doing as well as I would want to, or that they want me to do.
So it seems like your parents are putting a lot of pressure on you getting a good paying job, and that's in a way kind of making you feel a little stressed out. Would you say stressed out?
They're always asking, like, oh, what do you do again? Why can't you get a job that pays better? Or you went through all that, like, trouble, school and everything, and then this is what you're settled for, and, like, you know, it's hard. I feel like I'm, like, not making them happy after all the hard work that they did, and, like, I don't know, I'm messing it up.
What do your parents do for work?
Well, my mom is a nurse, and my dad is a bus driver.
Mm. And what about your siblings? Do they have good paying jobs?
Yeah, they all work in, like, hospitals or, like, schools, so they're all doing pretty well, and it's just me that's trying to figure out my life. It's taking a long time to figure it out, and, like, I feel like I'm the only person that's, like, disappointing them. Everybody else is making them happy, helping them. They can afford to help them with the mortgage and, like, help them with bills, you know, and I can't even pitch in because I don't have the money to do so.
I mean, you're fresh out of college, so there's a lot to learn, and there's a lot of jobs out there, and it's not always gonna be easy for you to get the first job that would be the best job for you. There will be a couple jobs before you get the perfect job that pays well and the perfect job that gives you the right experience that you're looking for to make a career out of it. I would say just try to keep searching. There is the perfect job out there, but you just have to take the time to look at job postings and go to career fairs, send out resumes and cover letters, and just try networking and reaching out to places and trying to find something that can give you an opportunity for a job.
I mean, yeah, I know, but, like, I don't know, all of that kind of scares me, to be honest.
What makes you scared about that?
It's just like, yeah, I want a job that has more experience, you know, but what if I'm not cut out for it, you know? What if I can't do it? Or just, like, what if I'm not good enough? Or, like, I just don't do the job well? Or what if, you know, I apply for all these jobs and just they don't want me? You know, it's just like, I don't want to feel like I can't do anything. It's like, I don't know, I just feel like I'd be rejected, and, like, I just wouldn't be able to perform as well as other people. They'll always do a lot better than I will in a setting, like, in a more professional setting. So I want those type of jobs, but I'm kind of scared at the same time.
So it seems like you're not really confident in yourself to perform at the level that the job requires. You're saying that you want that job, but you don't feel like you can meet the expectations of the job requirements.
Unfortunately, yeah. I don't know, I just feel like I'm not there yet, and I don't want to disappoint my boss or supervisor and disappoint my parents too. Like, even if I do get the job, I can easily disappoint them by doing bad. You know, what if I end up losing the job? You know?
On a scale of 1 to 10, how confident are you of, say you have that job that you're looking for that has good pay and good experience? On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the least and 10 being the most, how confident are you about your ability to perform at the job requirement?
I'm gonna be honest, it's pretty low. I'd say like a 4.
A 4? Okay. And why do you say a 4?
Because, I don't know, I just don't think I'm, like, that smart enough, or, like, have the memory that everybody else has, and just, I don't know, I just feel like I always end up screwing things up, and, like, I'll do something wrong, because I feel like I always do things wrong, like, and I don't know how to do something, like, it's hard to ask for help. So, like, I don't know, I just feel like in a situation like that, I'll try to do it on my own, and then I'll just end up messing it up. And I don't know, it just won't be good.
It could be that you might be somewhat intimidated going into like a professional role, but I would say you are smart enough because you did graduate college, you have a degree.
Yeah.
You're right now you're active in trying to find the perfect job for you, so you do see yourself having the capability of performing at the job requirements, but maybe you just are scared.
I think so. I don't know, I'm scared of what might happen. I think I just tend to assume the worst, you know? But, like, it's kind of hard not to assume the worst, because it can very well happen. You never know.
And why do you think you're scared?
I think I'm just scared of failure, you know? Nobody wants to fail in life, and just feel like if I fail, it's like I'm failing my family, failing me, my parents, a whole potential future. You know, then down the line, if I ever want a family, how can I get a family if I can't even do this now and pay loans or help my family? How can I have a family of my own? You know, just all has an effect, you know, in the future. All because I can't do a job right. I can't do a job right. What can I do it right?
Has there been a time in the past where you failed?
Yeah, school was pretty tough for me. It was not easy to get good grades. Everything that, you know, all the exams and tests and classes I had to work really hard for. It came natural to people. But for me, I felt like I always had to work like 10 times harder just to get at the same level as somebody else, you know? So it was hard, and I did have had some failing moments, you know, but I always tried. It was just really hard, so I'm just scared that, you know, it would be a constant battle just to not fail, you know. Shouldn't be in a battle to not fail all the time, you know. So maybe it's better that I'm at this job and I just stay where I am. You know, it's easy enough. I don't have to worry about going the hard way. Just, you know, play it safe.
So what made school hard for you that you had to like struggle and feel challenged?
I guess I just didn't learn as fast as other people. And, you know, my parents just always put pressure on me, and it was hard because they could just never understand that I wasn't a fast learner, you know. I had to go at my own pace, but I felt like, you know, I had to do it right all the time, like as they wanted it, but it just never happened that way, you know. And then I guess just my own anxiety and just, I don't know, always in my head and stuff like that, I guess. I don't know.
So the fact that you weren't at the same level as the other students made you feel like stressed out and anxious and made you feel like pressured
Yeah, like
to.
I felt stupid compared to everybody else, you know, because they had it easy and I always had to work for everything. You know, it's just like, why can't I be like them? You know, why can't I learn this fast?
Did this happen during high school too?
Yeah. It all started in high school. Like, I tried really hard. But it was hard. It was tough to keep up. So, if it happened back then, it can easily happen now, you know?
And while you were in high school and college, what did you do to like help you keep up with the other students?
I mean, I studied really hard, you know, had flashcards, did practice exams, try to focus. But I don't know, like sometimes it's just like the pressure got to me and it'll just be too hard to focus, and I'll just like give up sometimes and just do whatever, just get the grade that I get, and like I don't know. I tried, and like I wanted to go to seek help, but I didn't want to be made fun of, So I tried to do it on my own, but it was even harder that way.
So you're saying that you never asked for help, like never asked your professor or teacher for extra time, or maybe after class, like a few minutes of their time to explain a question or a topic that you guys learned in class?
No, I just always felt stupid, Like nobody else had to do that, just me. So just be like, why do I have to do all this extra stuff? And for the teacher, I'm the only person doing that. Nobody else is doing it, so I look like the stupid one that can't keep up, So that's why I just try to do it on my own.
Well, I applaud you for working hard during high school and college. And I know it may not have been easy for you having to compare yourself to other students and not having the same way of having like things being easy for them and being challenging for you. But you did get through it. You did find ways to get around the situation, and even though you did get a few bad grades, you did graduate, so that says something, that you are smart and you are capable of achievement. You did get a high school diploma and a good college degree, and I would say just take what you've done, the things that you've done to get through high school and to get through college, and do the same thing to your job. So what do you think ways you can do, like what do you think things you can do in your job to get through the challenging times?
In my job? Well, I guess I should probably start asking for help if I don't understand something, but like, it's just so hard to go up to someone and tell them that you don't know how to do something, especially when you should and everybody else knows, So, I guess I have to be more patient, try to go up to them as much, even as hard as it may be. I can't be so hard on myself, because I know it's going to take me more time, so I need to find a way to accept that. It's just tough to accept that.
I mean, not everyone learns at the same pace. Some people get things quickly right away, and some people that might take a little bit more time to get things. But you shouldn't compare yourself to others just because you might be slower than them. Doesn't mean that you're stupid or dumb or not capable of doing the same things as they are. It just takes you a little bit more time, and that's okay.
Yeah, but I come from a family that's really smart, and so like, why am I the one that's not smart? I should be like them. The whole family is like that. Why is it just me?
I mean, not everyone is the same. Everyone has different brains, and everyone's born differently. Their brains function completely different ways. So just because your mom, your dad, your sister, or brother may have things that come to their minds quickly and you might take a little bit more time, it doesn't mean that you should feel like you're way behind, because you're not. You did get through college, you did get through high school, and right now you're looking for a job that can give you the experience to get your dream job. And it's okay to ask for help. Once you start a new job, you're most likely not going to know your way around everything. And you'll have training, and you'll have your manager or supervisor or other coworkers. You can ask for help, and you shouldn't feel ashamed for asking help, because everyone makes mistakes. No one's perfect. Asking help and making mistakes, these are learning experiences. so that the next time we can learn to do better.
That's true.
So just think of this mistake as a learning experience. So next time you won't make the same mistake. You'll learn from that.
But like, you know, I said I'm still in training for my job.
Mm-hmm.
So next week we have to do training for medication, and like that's like a big deal to give somebody medication. So I've like, I don't know, I've been thinking about that a lot, and I'm just kind of scared that I'll make mistakes in that and screw it up, or like a mistake like that is not okay, because what if I give somebody too much, you know? What if an overdose happens because of me? It's just like, I don't even know. Like, for one, I have to stress about passing the exam to even give medication. And if I don't pass the exam to give medication, then like I'll probably lose my job. And if I do pass the exam, when I give medication, what if I make a mistake and, you know, something goes terribly wrong and it's all my fault?
Are these controlled substances or just like regular medication?
I think it's regular medication. They didn't really give specifics about it. They just said that we'd be administering medication, but I don't know what types of medication.
So have you ever, like, a lot of people get sick, and I know you have to take medication to get better. So you had to administer your own medication before, right?
I mean, yeah, but my mom was always there to help me. Like, if ever I felt sick, she would just be like, okay, here, I'm going to give you this, this, and that. I'm like, okay, thank you. But in this case, I'm the one that has to give it to them, and just, I don't know what kind of medication I'm going to be giving, how strong it is, how much I have to give, and just, I don't know. I feel like there's really big potential to screw everything up right there, and I can lose my job or like ruin their life or something. It's like a lot of responsibility, and I don't know if I can handle it just yet.
I mean, I can see your concern about the medication. Giving medication to ill clients is very important because that's part of their treatment of getting better and healing themselves.
Yeah.
So I can see how you might be a little scared or apprehensive to be doing that and having that responsibility of making sure that they're okay. But you will be getting trained. They wouldn't ask you to give medication without properly training you. So I believe that once you're trained, you'll have the tools and the knowledge to give the medication out. And for each client that you're with, you'll have a chart with the medications, the dosage, and the instructions to give that client. So you won't just be given all medication and then having to give to each client. You'll have the proper information to give to each person so that they're getting the proper dosage that they need and the proper medication and treatment that's right for their illness or disability.
Yeah, that is true. I guess I just have to make sure I pay attention to whatever the book says and try to make sure I do it right.
And again, if you make a mistake, you make a mistake and you can learn from that. It's unlikely that you'll make a mistake each single time. There might be a couple times that you make a mistake, and that's fine. You're starting a new job and you don't really know how things, like the operations of how things go, and you never gave medication before, so most chances are you might make a mistake doing that. But as long as you're having the proper training and the proper supervision and asking questions when you're not sure, I think that you should be fine in having that task to give medication.
Okay. You just gotta trust, I guess. But like, it's not even my only concern, because I don't know, there's a lot of things about this new job. It's just like, the population that I'm working with, like I told you, it's people who have disorders or disabilities, and I'm not used to that. So I'm trying my best to get used to the clients, but sometimes it can be overwhelming, and like sometimes I feel like I'm just not getting through to them because like for example, two of them don't speak, and like it's really hard to communicate with someone who's nonverbal, and just like I feel like I'm not doing my job and I can't even understand what they're saying. It's just like I feel like I should know, I should be able to tell like what they want, but I can't even do that. And like I see other coworkers and like they have an idea of like how to communicate with them. Like I still don't even know. Like even people who are verbal, it's just like their behavior is just like a lot to handle. Just like other people are handling it so easily, they know how to react, and I just like I don't know. I don't react as fast or communicate as are able to communicate as well with the nonverbal as like everybody else. So it's hard.
I can understand how it may be hard. I mean, you're fresh out of college and you graduate. You're still young, so you're not used to having to work with elderly people. And I mean, I'm pretty sure you haven't worked with elderly people in your college experience. So therefore, you don't really know how to properly service them because you haven't had that experience before. And working with clients who are nonverbal, that's a very difficult job to do. So you shouldn't feel that you're not doing a good job because most people who are trained to work with nonverbal clients, they're still learning how to get through to them. So I understand how it must be frustrating how to try to get to the clients without speaking and trying to understand what they need because you can't have that communication with them.
Yeah, it's hard. Like I feel like I should know, but I can't figure it out. And I feel like it's gonna take a long time for me to get used to them, like longer than most people do. And like I don't want it to become a problem like with my boss or supervisor if like they're saying, oh, you're not building that relationship with them, or like you seem to be butting heads with them because you're not communicating as well. And like in reality, I'm just trying to figure out how to do it. It's just going to take me much longer, and I think that's going to mess up my job performance because everybody else is doing it much faster.
Have you tried to explain to has your boss told you that you weren't doing a good job, or?
Not specifically, but like, I don't know, I just get this feeling that it's gonna come soon. Because I feel like with the training I've been doing with them, I should have a grasp on it, and like, I don't know, I just get this vibe from her that like, I'm not where I should be, and like, but I'm scared to say something because like, I should be there and I'm not, so yeah.
You're still new, so you're not going to know everything right off the bat. I suggest that you try talking to your supervisor, just telling her, hey, I'm new at this job and I'm kind of feeling a little bit down, like I don't know how to communicate with one of the nonverbal clients, and just ask her for a suggestion and advice on how to do that. I mean, she's the supervisor, so she should know a few tips that she can give you, and you can try those tips on the clients to try to get some type of communication going.
I mean, do you think that I should like stay with this job, or do you think I should try to look for another job that gives like a different type of experience and more money? Like I don't know, because I haven't fully like worked full shifts at this job yet. It's mostly training, so I don't really know what I should do. If I should stay or go? Like I'm kind of struggling with that a little bit. It's like a tough decision to make,
So have you tried weighing the pros and cons of staying or going?
Not really. think about it like that.
So let's try to come up with 3 pros and 3 cons for this job. So let's start with the pros. What are the pros of staying for this job?
I guess the pro would be learning how to communicate with people that have disabilities and like disorders and like people who are like nonverbal, be able to communicate better with them, be able to like understand like what are their needs and wants, like where they're coming from. I guess that's a pro because I haven't been used to that, so that's a good skill. I guess another pro would be being able to give out medication. They call it being MAP certified, and I know a lot of jobs, like I guess within this field, it's good to have. So I guess if I stuck to it and I got the proper training, that would be good to have that as well. Another pro would be, I guess, getting an idea of like what a treatment plan looks like, even though I can't really help, at least I get to see like what other professionals have come up with, you know, and I get to see what the clients have to do on a daily basis, and I get to help them, you know, with at least the daily skill activities that they have to do. So those are 3 pretty good pros, you know. And then cons. Well, cons is that it doesn't pay well, so that's a bummer, but you know. Another con is that I have to like do things like give them showers, help them go to the toilet, cook, clean, like pretty much pick up after them. That's like a con. Another con is, I guess, not being able to ever fully understand nonverbals, well, people who are nonverbal. Like I can always improve on communication, but like I can never fully understand it. So I guess I can't really say it's a con. I guess my third con will be that it's not the experience that I want in like helping to treat the disability or disorder that they have. I'm just helping with daily skill activities instead of treating their main problems.
So yeah. I think those are good pros and cons. So the pros are you do get a little bit an advantage from working here because you are going to be MAP certified and you get to learn a lot about treatment planning, which is a really big role in the social services field and mental health. And being MAP certified, that will give you an advantage of getting some good jobs, and that would even increase your salary on a few jobs that you might get. The cons, you said that it's not the experience that you're looking for, and in a way you might feel like you're wasting your time there, because if you're not getting the experience that you're looking for, then how would you know like what program you want to apply to when you go to graduate school?
Yeah,
and that's very important for you to get a good program so that you can start your career.
That's the big question in my life, is what will my career be? What will I do to get that career? You know, everything goes back to going to school for that education, for that, you know, that dream job.
So I can't tell you to quit or not quit. I can only just help advise you on the benefits and the disadvantages of working this job. So I know that you are going to be MAP certified and you are going to be doing treatment planning, but you can also do that at other jobs. Maybe you might not be MAP certified, but you will have other trainings that you are required to have that can help you when getting that dream job that you want. So, for example, if you were to get a job working with children, most of the state requires you to be CAN certified. There are jobs out there that are going to require you to be certified in specific things. So having this job is not going to be the only job that gives you a few advantages. There are jobs that will give you advantages and have trainings and certifications that can benefit you for the future. And while having those good advantages, you can have the advantage of having a good experience at that job. So it's basically what you want to do, like what you're leaning towards. If you want to stay at this job, get MAP certified, get the treatment planning that it offers, while not really getting the experience that you're looking for, or do you get a new job that allows you to get certifications and the experience that you want, and may potentially pay better in this job?
I mean, I guess I should probably at least just like finish the training and like do a little bit of work and like just see how it goes. I mean, it might not be experience as far as treating clients, but at least like I'm getting the experience to be able to, you know, communicate with them and like be able to know what it's like to work with people in that type of population. So I guess it's some type of experience. It's just not everything that I wanted in one job, but you know, I might as well just try it and see how it works out. Plus, I need to learn how to give medication somehow, so I kind of want to see if I can actually do medication without screwing it up. So I'm going to try it and see how it goes. I'll stay for a bit. But also keep looking for other jobs, you know, just so I have a backup when I'm ready. I can move on to the next job or do both, just less hours and do a bit more of another job.
And I don't think it's a bad thing that you're staying at this job, even though it doesn't give the complete experience that you're looking for, and it doesn't have the ideal pay that you want fresh out of college.
Nope.
But at least it gives you some type of experience in some areas, and it gives you that MAP certification. It gives you the treatment plan, and I just encourage you, while you have this job, just to explore other jobs that can give you the same benefits that this job may have, and potentially even more benefits that you can get. And when you do find that job, it is okay to ask questions. It is okay to make mistakes, just like everyone does.
Yeah.
And remember that mistakes and questions, there are learning experiences, so you will learn from them, and you will potentially find ways to increase your knowledge, increase your experience, increase your skills, and doing better. And you can even teach others on how to avoid those mistakes and learn from your mistakes. So starting a new career, starting new jobs is not going to be easy. You are going to have trainings, you are going to make mistakes, you are going to have questions, but those questions are completely fine. You should feel free to talk to your supervisor, talk to your manager, talk to coworkers, and ask them questions. You shouldn't feel like you're bothering them or not smart enough to do what the job requires, because you did graduate college, you do have that degree, You did get through challenging times during school, so you are capable of doing what a job requires, and just have that self-confidence that you can do what other people do. Certainly as your coworkers, you might be slower than them, but that's still okay as long as you're getting the job done. That's all that matters.
Yeah, that's a good point. It may take longer, but I mean, as long as I eventually get there, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Once you get there, you will go smooth sailing.
That's the goal. Alright, so I guess I'll work on it. I just need to not compare myself to other people and kind of be confident in myself. And I don't know, I need to get used to the fact that I'm a little different than others. It take a little longer, but it's okay, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you ever want to come back here and we can even look for some jobs together, I'll be happy to do that with you.
That'd actually be really nice. I'd love that.
You know, you just call the office, and I can even give you my email and try to send you some job links that you might be interested in. Just reach out and I'll be here to help you.
Thank you. I think I'll take you up on that offer. I think that would be really helpful, you know. Especially since with the job you have now, I'm sure you have some good ideas of which paths I should take or what kind of job I should go for. So that'll be good, and at least would I be able to come in just to to give an update or check in, see where I am? Is that okay?
Yeah, you can either meet in 3 or 4 weeks, 2 weeks, whenever you want.
Okay.
Just give the office a call and we can arrange something to meet.
Okay, I think I'm gonna do that in a few weeks. I'm just gonna, settle into the job I have now and see where it takes me and come back and, see how far I've come. Hopefully go far. Fingers crossed, we'll see.
Okay, well,
Thank
good
you.
luck with the new job.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'll take everything you said into consideration and I appreciate it. Help definitely make me think a bit differently and open my eyes a little bit, so thank you.
You're welcome.